Well, I'm feeling pretty good tonight, guys. Feeling pretty freaking good.
Yeah, you met a lot of new people named Richard, didn't you?
We're live, guys. We're up and about. We're live right now on Twitch every single week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Thursdays with our boys and Night Brothers are back. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, please smash that sub button. We really, really appreciate it. We took the week off last week. There was no GAC on, so we gave the boys a bit of a rest. And it was a bit of
no news.
It was a bit of a quiet news week, so there wasn't really much to cover. And, we're only going to do a video if it's worthwhile. I think that's probably the best way to go. So, Lego, how are you, brother? Oh, no, Hershey's up top first. Hang on. No, let's go Lego first. Fuck it. Hersh can wait. Hello, Lego. How are you, brother? What's going on? What's happening?
Good, man. Nothing much. Just working, getting profundity requirements done.
Yeah, you got the red crate today, yeah?
And I got red crate.
Well done, brother.
How good's that?
Well done.
The
Nice
best.
job. Nice job. How'd you find this one overall?
Easier. Well, It's easier when you don't have to try to get it done in like 4 days. So
you have a point. Yes. Yeah. So
Imagine.
Nice job, brother. Congrats.
It's a lot easier when you can sort of take your time.
Straight up. And of course, everyone's favourite from the Sons of Tatooine, who was bitching that he didn't get a hat, so now I've got to post him one. Hello, Hirsch. How are you, brother? What's happening, man?
Yeah, I mean, look what I'm stuck with. I'm over here wearing some fabric on my head because my head's all cold, and y'all over here looking all fancy, matching like you twins or some shit. Like, come on, man. How you gonna do me like that?
Hashtag twinning.
You just jealous because you ain't got hair like this?
Yeah, can't tell the difference between us. That's for sure. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Dead set.
100%.
That's crazy stuff.
Man, pretty good. I mean, same as Lego, working. But I mean, aside from that, no swiggle for me. I don't know. You guys talking about conquest and this and that. I'm over here like any other game. Yay!
Oh, it's fantastic. I think we've been playing a bit of Apex, and it's still official. Hirsch, I suck. I am terrible
you're
at that
shit.
game. I am shocking. That's just a
Did
fact.
that need to be made official? Did it?
No, I'm just absolute trash. Absolute trash.
I think instead of anybody inferring out there if Heinze was bad at first-person shooters, he is really bad at first-person shooters.
Well, I can't disagree. That's just the way it is.
I think he makes Helen Keller look like a pro.
Wow, dude, just wow. Guys, let's go and let's get straight in it. We got a heck of a lot to talk about today. There is a lot to Oh, we got ourselves a raid, guys. Thank you so much. We were up and about. Really, really appreciate it. But we have a lot to cover today, guys. Only a couple of hours ago, we, of course, did get an announcement, of course, of the next set of Jabba requirements. I know it's been covered already, but we haven't talked about it yet. And, boys, you might find this hard to believe, but I'm pretty happy right now. I've got my boys, my Jawas are up and about. I've got a little bit of I'm up and about. I'm feeling pretty good right now. My boys are ready to go. This set of requirements was tailor-made for me, mate. I'm pretty happy, boys. What are you thinking?
Yep. Well, considering Hershey's not really going after this guy. Obviously, I am.
I mean, I'm just like, I think it's, to be fair, it could have been worse. Like relic wise, it could have been 7s or 6s or higher.
Yeah, I was expecting an 8 in this set, the second set, but I'm happy with 2 7s.
Isn't C-3PO already needed at like relic 5 for what, JML or something? So
and
like couple
Luke
levels
as well as relic 7 for Jedi Master Luke. So literally.
Yeah.
Haven't had to do anything for JML.
I honestly, I expected like a relic 8 or 9.
Yeah, I kind of did as well. With that being said, 3PO though, honestly, being a passive character that he is, relic 7's still a kick in the balls. Like it really is. I mean,
that was the only one that was like,
it's a
sure.
waste of resources because honestly, he doesn't need it. We all know that. They know that.
Like. The
it's
Jawa,
harsh.
that's not really the useful Jawa. Like it's not scavenger or Nebbit. Like it's not that great, or it could be worse though. It could be like R7 Jawa.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
Yeah, that's it. It could be.
Yeah,
the
only thing I've had to do is I haven't done a Tuscan, so I've had to gear him up today.
Well, this is the thing. Is this okay? So this is the thing, right? I think we're going to see now that obviously Jawa being introduced into this set of requirements. If you're going after Jabba, right, straight up, we're not going to see Mothma on defense anymore, because if you got Jabba at Relic 3, right, and that's the weakest one out of the Jawas, you have to farm that up, and you really only need 3 Jawas in total to make them viable to use in a Mothma counter. Let's be honest. So I think maybe the days of seeing Mothma on defense could be numbered going forward, because everyone's going to have one piece of the puzzle, and you don't need a full lineup of 5 characters to make this work. You can have one, and you can have the one of them in purple.
I'd say for the average person, they probably don't have really any investment in their Jawas, so it's kind of a little kick in the nads. But I get what you're saying, but not everybody else is gonna since I have one character relic, I'm gonna go ahead and invest other gear in the rest of this team when they're still trying to do or trying to get Jedi Knight Luke or something. Like, there's still other things they're gonna need to work on instead of just being like, oh, I'll just round out my Jawas for fun. Like,
but this is the thing.
I could definitely get it, but
this is the thing. They're not necessarily for fun, and this is what I'm getting at. Like, okay, so just to give you guys an example, I roll through Conquest as an example. We know how much fun that is, right? If you get the thermal detonator one, the thermal exhaust data disk, right? And I quite often use like Rey, Galactic Legend Rey, and I'll use the other 3 Jawas in there and Wat Tambor, right? I'll use that and set it on auto because they just don't die. The bombs blow them up, and then when you add the thermal exhaust detonators on top of that, they just blow up really quickly. I actually use that to progress really, really easily through a lot of those really difficult nodes sometimes. So they do have a purpose. It's just not a conventional one.
They definitely have a purpose. There's just a lot of people that still have other GLs or something or legendaries that they're trying to get instead of gearing up the rest of their Jawas just for a team for Conquest. Which you're talking Conquest, that's not going to appeal to damn near anybody.
But anything that makes Conquest easier, boys, and tell me, Lego, obviously someone that's just gotten the red crate today, anything that's going to make Conquest that little bit easier, how's that a bad thing, right? Because it's a necessary evil. We got to do it, right? Don't we?
Yeah, true. Although we do have the luxury of large accounts.
True. So I'm not disputing that.
You just like, oh, I've used this T twice. Okay, let's use this one now, and then let's use this one now. And there's no.
But I'll use it.
Like you, obviously, you and me, but like we've both got Relic Jawas, already. So I, to be honest, I've never used Jawas in Conquest.
Yeah, but you should. Just say it works for me. I'll show you next time. Lots
of things.
Anyway.
What if they released Scion of Django as a requirement for Jabba in round 3? First Conquest character that's like a requirement. Yeah, that's like a hard requirement for something. But again, it's making it to where the GLs are the end game content. If you're at the end game, you should be able to have this character. It's the newest stuff. It's kind of on you if you didn't do the Conquest.
I kind of see, though, that the old school Boba sort of fits better, though, honestly. The OG Boba.
But he's already a requirement for something else, isn't he?
We've had double up requirements before, though. That's nothing new. That's happened before.
Yeah. But yeah, where's the hard requirement so far?
Well, this is the thing. As we know, guys, when we get to the first 2 weeks, right? The first 2 releases or requirements. These are generally always the hardest ones, right? And then they tend to ease from that point down. In the past, I'm not saying this time, but I said in the past. Now, things might change here, and that was my next question to you boys before we move on to something else. Are we going to see a Relic 9 in the next 2 sets? Or the next set, sorry. I mean, there's only one more set to go. So are we going to see a Relic 9 in those? Or do you think that these are the nastiest ones we're going to get?
I think we're going to get probably one more Relic 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Relic 9.
You reckon they'll bring
I'm seeing in chat,
especially considering
in chat. Thinking Radis has already taken one.
Yeah, considering Profundity does require a Relic 9 and Jabba doesn't require one yet. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised about that. Like these like requirements aren't
I guess
Like,
there's
stupid
there's
bad.
the three marquees with the Outrider ship, and then
Yeah, that's
Crescent,
probably the hardest thing
and then the
about it.
Skiff Guard.
And then, like, I know a lot of people wouldn't have had Gamma Guard at Relics. A lot of people would have had Aurora at Relics or Jawa at Relics
Or Greedo.
or Greedo at Relics. So they're it's
Yeah,
not
there
it
are
hasn't been the
they are
easiest
oddball.
of requirements, but it's not the hardest of requirements either. So wait and see.
I think it's funny. Like we're gonna talk about Skiff Guard Lando, but it's funny that Jabba is gonna, oh, he's getting this node in TB. He's gonna be super important. One of his marquees is gonna be the opposite faction from him, so you can't use him in the same TB.
Yeah. So it's crazy stuff, boys.
Big
It
brain.
really is. Yeah, let us know in the
It's like
comments
Old
below.
Republic. Yeah, Old Republic. We got a TB Omicron, except the team is half light side, half dark side, so it doesn't actually work.
We could go on for hours about that, couldn't we, guys? I can see OG Boba being a requirement in the next one, and it would be a high.
What if
requirement.
Jabba is able to be used in both territory battles?
Yeah, he
Gets
won't.
a note in both TBs.
No, he won't.
Because he
one.
can use characters for light side and dark side.
Yeah, I get it, but
That'd be
yeah,
interesting.
no, it won't happen. I mean, he's going to be dark side. They're going to put a dark side note in especially for him. He's going to be dark side.
Yeah.
And his dark side, his alignment on his release is dark side, isn't it? Or we haven't got his kit yet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, so you'd think he's going to be dark side. So we'll see how it all plays out, guys. Straight up. But let us know in the comments below what you think. Are you okay about these requirements? Are you not? Are you upset about it? Are you okay about it? We'd really love to hear your feedback. But of course, only also a couple of hours ago, we also got a release as well of a brand new character coming in. Of course, Skiff Guard Lando coming in here. Of course, here he is. He looks good. He's already been in game. We've seen him in Conquests already. They've already made the skin. We have actually gone up against him before previously. I think it was in the Boba when Dad Bod Boba was the Conquest at the time. I'm pretty sure.
He's in the Jedi Knight Luke event, isn't he?
That too, yeah. So certainly our boy Lando, it's pretty easy when you've already made the skin. You just got to create a proper kit for him. So he's up and about. But have you boys had a look at his kit at all yet? What are your thoughts? New buffs, valuable offensive bonuses, as you can see here, of course. Cis allies.
I've had a little look.
Deep cover stacks, up and about. Hut Cartel, we know that, of course. Scoundrel, I see him being pretty useful in Smuggler. I think he could be pretty good under a bit of dash. Could be actually pretty useful there, fellas. But what do you think, Hirsch? Talk to me, mate. You've had a bit of a look at this.
I just kind of find it funny that, like, a few months ago with the great nerfing of Swaggo, they were like, oh, defense penetration so bad, it's breaking things. Oh, yeah, here's this character that stacks defense penetration.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was defense penetration was bad. It was the ignoring of defense is what they had really like a lot of trouble with. So at least defense pen you can load up on defense and it'll sort of like counteract.
It can mitigate it, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if you ignore defense, there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll be cool. Like if he really has some interesting damage numbers, if he can really put out some offense, I think you could see him be used outside of the Hut Cartel team, because he doesn't really have a lot that is like Chrysanthemum that is, if the whole team is Hut Cartel. He has a couple things that like on his special, he still dispels on the target, but if they're Hut Cartel, then they gain retribution and speed up. But it's kind of interesting. It's gonna be pretty good, I think. Like, I don't see him being outstanding by any means. It's a relatively simple kit. He does have an Omicron for Territory Wars, so for more defense pen, potency, and 20 speed. So those dash teams are going to get even faster, I'd imagine. So
yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
Quick thoughts on just ballpark without obviously getting too deep in without using it yet. Any concept on what type of mods you might chuck on it to give us an idea, boys? Any ideas on what sets would work pretty well?
I'd imagine probably like some fast offense mods if you have them.
Yep, fair enough.
Or just making him fast in general because he stacks his own offense and defense pen.
I like it.
Similar to like Slicker. He's going to stack offense and he just wants to stay hidden. So if you can make him go fast,
it's fantastic.
He goes stealth.
Well, when you unlock him, guys, if you're not sure what to use with him, I know a guy.
Hey, you. Yes, you. It's time to make you an offer that you just can't refuse. Pimpo's Account Services is the mod father who has helped countless players in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You can get your account remodded or build your account to be the most successful in all game modes. He's the man when it comes to understanding mods. If you don't use Pimpo, you're gonna get whacked. If you're interested in a full account remod, hit up Pimpo today via email at pimpomodfather@gmail.com or head to Discord at Pimpo #9337. Pimpo, he'll make you an offer on your mods you can't refuse, or you'll sleep with the fishes.
TW.
So, guys, go and check out our boy Pimpo, of course. He's a big supporter of the Night Brothers in this channel. Thank you so much for looking after our boys here. Really, really appreciate it, of course. Go see him if you need some mod help, need some loadouts done, of course. Don't forget, go and check him out and tell him Heinz sent you and he'll charge you double. No, he won't. I say that every time. You know he won't. He'll look after you every single freaking time. Don't worry about that. Boys, talk to me. Where the is the Profundity event? We need this
seriously.
shit. Where is it? Like, seriously.
Yeah,
Bro,
annoying.
you know what we need? You know what we need? We need a kit.
Mm-hmm. We need a kit. Well, yeah, we need a kit. We
You
need
need
something.
that. You need that before an event comes out. You'd like to know how the team is, if it's worth going for before the event even gets scheduled. You'd like to know how the team works.
Would be handy, wouldn't it? Dead set. I mean, I don't know where the
Yeah,
Profundity
you'd
is.
think so.
We just went through another territory war and honestly can't get this f***ing ship quick enough. Honestly, bring it out yesterday. We're ready to go.
What do you mean? You just use Radis.
Big shout out to our boy Stillo.
No,
That's a
we
bit of
want
an
a new
in-joke. That went very, very well.
New Radis.
We actually managed to convince our boy, Lego managed to convince Astillo, our friend here, of course, that we know and love very, very much, that we used Radis against his executive fleet in the territory war we just had, and he actually believed it for a little while. That was really funny. So anyway, it's beautiful stuff. Love you, Astillo. You know it, man. You're a star, but had to say it because it was freaking funny. Yeah, Profundity, we need this yesterday. Seriously, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
but
Watts, Profundity's going to be in the third set of requirements for Jabba, and the kit's still not going to get dropped. It's going to be another 3 or 4 weeks before we get the third set of requirements.
I just feel
and it's going to be Profundity, and we still aren't going to have anything for it.
Considering we get like Roads Aheads and State of the Galaxy and stuff, and things that are announced in that we get almost automatically. Like, they're really quick when they announce it in those, aren't they?
I wouldn't say automatically.
The fact that they announced requirements for them. Like, they had the requirements for this character in the forum post, and then we haven't heard anything since.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, the Profundity kit isn't going to drop until the Road Ahead. The Road Ahead's going to be in the middle of September.
Yeah, that's what was like a bit weird about it. The fact that they had requirements. If they were going to like wait so long, they probably could have just not given us requirements. Not that it mattered because
they could have dropped requirements and kit at the same time. If they wanted to wait so long,
I just feel
just let people sit on it for a while.
I just feel with the delay, fellas, I just have this sinking feeling behind me that the reason they haven't released it yet, after giving the requirements, is that it's not working as intended yet, and I think they're still dialing it in somehow. That's just
why would you announce requirements if you don't have it tested and ready to go?
Well, maybe they found a flaw in it.
Well, the only good thing about having the requirements out for so long means that people can go and get them slowly.
True. And I think, everyone come hell or high water. I know our guild, the Profundity, honestly, is a priority. It's a huge priority because fleets suck. It's horrible. Anyone that's serious with GAC, they'll be going to get this bloody capital ship yesterday because the executive counter is just horrific. It's just not much fun. At this point, it's definitely a minimum, to clean up, 2 battle cleanup at the most. But man, it's rough. And I think everyone just wants to get to the point where you go, you know what, I just want to go in and kill it. And I think that we're just at that point now that it's been around long enough that we should do that, right, boys?
Yeah.
Yep,
that's
couldn't
fair.
agree more. Straight up. Absolutely fantastic, guys. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know, of course, in the comments below about what you think about the Profunded TT event. We're up and about, guys, of course. We're going to be back again next week. Don't forget, of course, we're going to have an absolute superstar. We're actually going to have, of course, a Gritty session Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. every single week. But this week, we got Grid on, of course, as always. But we've got the absolute superstar bounty hunter lover himself, Sweens, joining us Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be absolutely epic, as always. So you're not going to want to miss that one, guys.
Make sure you give him your sniffs.
Yes, because he loves that stuff. Sweens Lick, It will be full force. Don't you worry about that. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Love you, Hirsch. Love you, Lego. Thanks for being incredible, guys. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, we're doing this live every single week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern every Thursday in the US. And, of course, it's around 11:30 in the evening on a Thursday night in Australia. So come and hang out with us live. It's pretty wild. It's a lot of fun. The boys are having fun in chat right now. We're going to get a good vibe, and I'm going to try and kick some butt in GAC now live. We'll see you soon, guys.
He's going to meet a few more Richards.
Bye!